Now what is this? Understand it exactly, we attend it. And you'll write it later on only. Completely understand the concept first. We are actually not issuing the debentures, we are borrowing a bank loan or loan from any other XYZ financial institution. And normally if you borrow big amounts of loan, you have to give something in security. Generally you mortgage your own plant and machineries, building, vehicles, furniture. Here in the security, company is giving debentures. So suppose you borrow bank loan of 50 lakhs and you don't have security of 50 lakhs in the business, you give your own debentures of 50 lakhs. Practically, you don't have to repay that debentures. You have borrowed loan only. So suppose loan is of 5 years. After 5 years, you have to repay the bank loan. If after 5 years you are not able to repay the bank loan, then bank will sell those debentures in the market. Secondary market, stock market, bank will sell those debentures and recover 50 lakhs. And then people in the market will become debenture holders of the company. Now company will have liability towards them, and they will then force the company to repay the money. So here, company is not actually issuing any debentures. Company is borrowing loan. And against the loan, company is giving its own debentures as a security. Now here there are two different ways of accounting. Understand it properly? Accounting can be done by two different alternatives. One, you don't record the debentures issue. Don't record the issue of debentures. And second, you record the issue of debentures. There are two different ways of accounting. You don't record the issue of debentures and you record the issue of debentures. If you don't record the issue of debentures, then no entry is to be passed for issue of debentures. If you don't record the issue of debentures, then no entry is to be passed for issue of debentures. Is everyone clear with it? If you record, then you'll pass the entry. Entry will be practically, we are not getting any money against the debentures. So we write debenture suspense account debit. Because nothing is coming in the business. And directly you credit debentures account. Like normally we get the money, so bank account debit. But here we are not getting the money against the debentures. Debentures we are giving as a security. So nothing to debit means suspense. So which account do you debit? Debenture suspense account debit, and for issue of debentures you credit to debentures account. Now the point is, if you don't record it or if you record it, how is it same? Mainly when we make the balance sheet. Of the company, that at that time, first of all, now balance sheet format is also different. For joint stock companies, I told you, they don't make T format. Liabilities, assets is not there. They make vertical format instead of horizontal. So they simply have two columns of amount, particulars and two columns of amount. And in the balance sheet, like normally we used to show only liabilities heading. What they do is now, first of all, there is no liabilities and assets side, there is only one side. So in the beginning they show all the liabilities and below that they show all the assets. First they show all the liabilities and after liabilities they show all the assets in the statement form. Liabilities heading is completely equity and liabilities. Now we don't call it as liabilities side, we call it as equity and liabilities side. In that very first liability of the company is shareholders' funds. This is like normal capital what we had in a joint stock in a partnership business or proprietorship business. But here that capital is contributed by shareholders. So instead of capital, what do you call it as? shareholders' funds. Second is non-current liability. Non-current liability means liability for a long period of time. Within non-current liability, we have long-term borrowings. As I said, non-current liability means liability for long period of time. So within non-current liability, we have long-term borrowings. Now in this long-term borrowings, bank loan will be shown as it is. Because mainly what are we borrowing over here? We are borrowing the bank loan. And in bracket you'll mention that it is secured by debentures, or for this debentures are issued as collateral security against debentures issued as collateral security. This you will mention in bracket. Okay. Now, so bank loan will appear as it is in long-term borrowings. Further, if we don't record the debentures, then in long-term borrowings we also have debentures, but that will not come. Nil. This is alternative 1. Or alternative 2. We record the debentures. If you record the debentures, then you'll write debentures in inner column. These are 2 columns of the model. You'll record debentures in, and from that you'll subtract this debenture suspense. So even in second alternative where you record the debentures in past its journal entry, even there the amount becomes. In the first alternative you don't show only anything. I am showing it just to explain you that we don't show anything. Therefore I have written amount as nil. In the first alternative we don't record debentures, so you don't show anything. Just in bank loan it is mentioned in bracket that we have given debentures as a security. Okay, just in bank loan we mentioned that in bracket, that's it. And in second alternative we record the debentures. So you record the debentures and then you subtract debentures suspense, and so in that alternative also virtually it becomes. So both the alternatives final effect is same. But here there are 2 ledger accounts in our books. So we have to show that ledger accounts in the statement. So that we show in liability side. Both the ledger accounts we show in the liability side, subtract them and make it. Final effect of both the treatments is same. Did you understand this? Mainly what will come in the liabilities? Bank loan. In both the alternatives we mention in bracket of bank loan that is against debentures which are issued as collateral security. In the first alternative what do? We don't record debentures. So debentures will not come in the balance sheet. I am showing it but practically it doesn't come. Okay, because I have written it over nil. Means you don't show anything in the balance sheet. Debentures are just not shown. Got it everyone? And second alternative we record the debentures and show it. How do you record it? You record the debentures in inner column, particulars column itself, and you subtract. So there also debenture suspense, if you subtract it becomes. So final effect of both the alternatives is same. Is everyone clear with this? Show this in the summary. Maintain silence everyone. Question 13 on page 113. A company had rupees 21 lakh issued 10.5% debentures as on 1st April 2017. Another word, had. Right now they are not issuing it. Right now they are not issuing these debentures. In past, company had already issued debentures of 21 lakhs. In past, company had already issued 21 lakhs of debentures, and that is the balance of debentures on 1st April 2017. Did you understand this? Any doubt with it? These debentures are not issued right now, they are already issued in past. During the year, company took a loan of rupees 5,50,000 from the bank on 10th August 2017. Now, this company is borrowing in the current year. Normal journal entry will come for loan. Bank account debit to bank loan account. Money will get deposited in the bank, so bank is the receiver, debit the receiver, bank account debit. and bank loan is our liability payable, credit the payables. So to bank loan account. Okay, normal journal entry. What will be the journal entry for borrowing this bank loan of 5,50,000? Yuvraj, repeat. Bank account debit to bank loan account. Further, against this, company issued. Yes, silence now. Against this, company issued new 10.5% debentures of rupees 5 lakhs as collateral security. Now here we have two alternatives. This 5 lakhs of debentures which are issued as collateral securities, you may not record it, then no journal entry will come for this. And we'll just show that 21 lakhs of debentures, this we will not mention. Anyway, it will come only in bracket of bank loan. And second alternative is we record it, debenture suspense to debentures 5 lakhs, and then we show it in the balance sheet also 5 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. Understood this? Pass necessary journal entries under the following methods. Both are asked. From the above transactions in the books of the company, if debentures are issued as a collateral security, first is recorded in the books of the company. Second alternative is asked first. You record it. And then is not recorded in the books of the company. Second alternative is asked afterwards. In exam, any one alternative will only come for 3 marks. So 2 journal entries and then balance sheet presentation. 1 mark for each thing. Did you understand this? First we go with the second alternative and see how to write it. So, you ready? Yes? No, I can't. Issue of debentures is recorded. Everyone?
Only 3 or 4?
Yes?
Only 4 entries.
Only 2 entries. First alternative we are doing. We are recording it, so 2 entries. Second alternative, when we do it, only 1 entry will come up bank loan. Small format of journal, only 2 journal entries will come. Yes, we are first entry is for borrowing the loan. Bank account debit 5,50,000. All of you check it. The loan is of 5,50,000. To bank loan account 5,50,000. Understood this, everyone? First entry is for borrowing the loan. Being bank loan borrowed. Now we are going with the first alternative where debentures issue is recorded. So here, if you record the debentures issue, the entry will be debenture suspense to debentures. Debenture suspense account debit to debentures account. To 10.5%, is it?
Yes.
To 10.5% debentures account. But debentures of what value are issued? 5 lakhs. So only 2 entries will come. Did you understand this? One of borrowing the loan, and because we are recording the debentures, so recording entry debenture suspense to debentures. Being debentures issued as collateral security against bank loan. Did you understand the 2 entries? Now, at the bottom of the question is also asked, how will the things be shown in balance sheet? So now we are showing balance sheet, how will this appear? Everything. So balance sheet as on 31/3/18. You can see that the transactions of 17 to 18, like opening balance of debentures is on 1/4/17. During the year they are issued in August 17, so that year will end on which date? 31/3/18. Actually, in next chapter you will study this format of balance sheet in detail, but we also make a column of note number which always remains blank only. Means in this chapter. Next chapter there will be figures in the note number column. single digit numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 will be there, whatever notes we are going to make. Now be attentive, how do we write the things in balance sheet, understand it? First of all, instead of liabilities, we give the heading equity and liabilities. Okay, instead of liabilities, we give the heading equity and liabilities. First liability is shareholders' funds. Second liability is non-current liability. Within non-current liability, we have long-term borrowings. Now, in long-term borrowings, first of all, we will show bank loan of 5,50,000. Put your pens down, understand this first. We will show bank loan of 5,50,000. And in past, how many debentures value did we already issued in past? So that is also our long-term liability, long-term borrowing. They are also 10.5% debentures, 21 lakhs. Okay, and then in this year we have issued this debentures as a collateral security. That we will show in inner column. Just 1 minute. In bank loan we have to mention in bracket debentures of rupees 5 lakhs are issued as collateral security. This is called disclosure. Any extra information which you give in bracket in balance sheet, it is called disclosure, and it's compulsory. As per company law, this disclosure is compulsory. Then you show the debentures which we have issued in past, which is 21 lakhs. Now right now we are going with the method where we have recorded the debentures. So this 10.5% debentures issued as collateral security, we'll show it in the inner column, 5 lakhs. Then we will minus debenture suspense, 5 lakhs. So outer column it will become nil. Finally, 5,50,000 plus 21 lakh. 26,50,000 is the long-term borrowings. Did everyone understand it? So this is the method where we record the debentures. We record it in the inner column. Then we subtract debenture suspense, so that amount becomes nil. Finally, it has no effect. Show this. This is all the things that appear in the balance sheet. Completed, everyone? Now put your pens down if you have completed. Be attentive. Second alternative, if issue of debentures is not recorded, then what will happen? Understand it. If we don't record issue of debentures, this entry will not come. No entry will be passed for issue of debentures. Only one journal entry will come, and total will be 5,50,000. Also, in the balance sheet, put your pens down, understand it first. No entry will come for issue of debentures. And in the balance sheet, I told you debentures, here I have shown it, but you will not record it only. Means this what we have shown, collateral security, will not write it. Okay, you can just mention here in bracket that in 21 lakhs you can mention in bracket. In addition to above, means in addition to this 21 lakhs, rupees 5 lakhs of debentures are issued as collateral security, and total will again be 26,50,000. So what is the difference if you don't record the issue of debentures? You will not pass the journal entry of debenture suspense to debentures. And here what we have shown, debentures minus debenture suspense, that will also not come. At the most what you can do is in this 21 lakhs of debentures you can mention in bracket that in addition to this 21 lakhs we have issued debentures of 5 lakhs as collateral. Did you understand the second method, everyone? Now solve this completely. If the heading issue of debentures is not recorded and solve it. In exams only one will only be asked. Yes? Yes, if? No, you have to. You're not passing the entry, but in the balance sheet disclosure is to be given. You need to state that you have issued debentures as a collateral security. Tomorrow morning, 9:15 to 10:15 will be your extra class. You don't have any test? Of share capital, I told you that objective examples of 4 feature. In between I left it, I'll take on Sunday. It can come in exams for 4 marks, total 8 marks in option. Long question will be there. In that also I'll be solving only 2 questions in the class, which has one new point. So do attend for that. And other objective examples are already covered in the long questions. So that I'll be giving in homework only. And after that, if time remains, after those 2 examples, then I'll solve 1 question of debentures. Next concept I'll take up today, will not be able to take next concept's question. So that question will solve tomorrow if the time remains. Who are still ready? Okay, now listen everyone. Put your pens down again. Interest on debentures. Company has issued the debentures, borrowed loan from the public. Company has to pay interest on that. What is this interest on debentures for the company? Expense. Okay. Now, as per the government's rules and norms, any person who is giving income to the other person, even employees when they get salary from the employer, normally it's a rule that the person who is giving you the money should deduct the tax from your income and give it to the government on your behalf. Because the government does not trust the normal public. You receive the income at the end of the year, you'll do the manipulations, avoid the income tax payment, you'll do some jugad in your incomes, you'll show that one way you are earning, another place there is a loss, and you'll avoid the payment of income tax. So government has made it a rule that even companies who will give interest to the debenture holders, they will deduct the tax on that. And company itself will pass on that tax to the government. So suppose you have invested the money and you get 50,000 rupees of debentures interest. Then 50,000's 10% tax, 5,000. Government will deduct from you 50,000. To you, government will pay only 45,000. Sorry, company will pay only 45,000. And that 5,000 of tax which the company has deducted, that will directly pay to the government on your behalf. So at the end of the year when you file the income tax return, then at that time that will be accounted. That you already paid tax in advance how much? 5,000. Difference amount you have to pay again. And in case if you have paid more tax, then the government will refund you the tax amount. Is everyone clear with this? This tax which is deducted and paid to the government in advance is called TDS. Okay, what do you call that? TDS. Tax deducted at source, which in simple language means tax paid in advance. Okay, now how to do the accounting for all this, understand it. First entry, interest is an expense, debit all expenses and losses. So interest on debentures account debit. Now, out of this interest, suppose 10% TDS is deducted, then that company, the TDS is a liability because they have to pass it on to the government on behalf of debenture holders. So whatever TDS is deducted, you'll credit it to TDS payable account. Okay, it is payable, credit the payables. So that suppose interest is 50,000, then interest on debentures account debit 50,000 to TDS payable account 50,000 10%, 5,000. and to debenture holders account, what we have to pay to debenture holders is only remaining 45,000. So interest is an expense, debit all expenses and losses, interest on debentures account debit, and both these are payables. One is payable to the government, the remaining is payable to the debenture holders. Credit the payables. So to TDS payable account and remaining amount after deducting TDS to debenture holders. Then when you make the payment of debenture holders are the receiver. Debit the receiver, debenture holders account debit. Bank is the giver, credit the giver to bank account. When you make the payment of TDS to the government, then TDS payable, you close and debit. It's credited to close that liability, you reverse and debit. And bank is the giver, credit the giver to bank account. Did you understand this? For payment to debenture holders to bank. For payment of TDS payable to bank. These entries will be passed during the year, whenever the interest becomes due. Suppose company pays interest on 30th August. Then you'll pass these entries on 30th August. And then at the end of the year, interest being an expense is closed and transferred to P&L account. What will you do to close this? Credit. And then in this companies, now instead of P&L account, we call it as statement of profit and loss account debit to interest on debentures account. So it is closed and transferred to P&L account. And this entry will come always at the end of the year. When you prepare final accounts, at that time, you close and transfer it to P&L account. This will come during the year, and this entry will come at the end of the year. Did everyone of you understand this? So in the summary, note it down. Again, only one question based on this concept. Okay. Question based on this will take up tomorrow after share capital. Time will remain, one question can be done. So tomorrow 9:15 to 10:15. Your homework will be that collateral securities question. Only one question to it by tomorrow itself morning. You can do it after going home. Lastly, you did illustration 9 yesterday. So illustration 10. Okay, your homework is illustration 10. And anyone who is not clear with these points? All are clear with this?